last night that one day Donald Trump would no longer be the presumptive nominee for the Republican Party for President of the United States. He would be the nominee. Now, so that is out of the way. I know a lot of people along that trail. There were down days, up days. There was a lot of people along that trail that got very... Hey, Lonnie, I know it's breaking protocol, and I'll probably get in trouble later, but give me that Trump Make America Great Again bumper sticker off there real quick. Slide it over here on my table, okay? You know, I'm sorry to have to make you, you know, move, pay attention, or act like you're halfway interested. Lord, my God, the Scott Farrell show comes on. He can tell you everything that happened on that. I sit here for 2 hours every day. Ask him a question about what I'm doing. There it is. Make America Great Again, folks. Donald Trump, make America great again. Thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate all you do. Anyhow, we're here this morning. He just ignores me. I knew from day one. Yeah, thumbs up. I get a thumbs up on that. I knew from day one, absolutely from day one, that the guy announced down the escalator, this was it. I said it all the way through. A lot of people, my friends out there, there's people that got upset with me. There's people that supported some of the other candidates that got very upset with me. I want to take this opportunity to apologize. We are friends. I do not want you upset with me. You would not want me upset with you if your candidate was the roll call last night and was put over the top by his son, Donald Trump Jr. You would not want me upset with you. And so I'm going to ask you to do what Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, all the guys they trotted out last night said, come on now, let's make it happen. But anyhow, I knew from day one that he would be the nominee. The presumptive is gone. They've been erasing that all night long on the whiteboards. Presumptive nominee, no more. Donald Trump's the nominee of the Republican Party, an outsider, a guy that's never run for mayor, never run for commissioner, never ran for anything. Hold on here, I got a message I need to take. Hold on. Okay, I had to take that quick message. But anyhow, the whole entire time, this guy's never been the commissioner, mayor, senator, House of Representatives, nothing. That is the appeal, folks, whether you want to accept it or not. That is the appeal. The outsider is the appeal nationwide right now. People are fed up with Washington, D.C. People are fed up with politics. People are fed up with corruption, corruption, corruption. They're tired of it. They've had it. We are sick and tired of you treating us like we don't see what's happening and we don't have sense enough to know. Because let me tell you something. For every politician out there in the United States, okay, that doesn't catch on, all right, doesn't catch on, there's a reason why the blue-collared billionaire is your nominee today. Because strangely enough, people in the United States feel a billionaire, a blue-collar billionaire, especially after Donald Jr.'s Trump speech last night, a blue-collared billionaire understands you more in the grocery line this week after you've worked hard all week trying to make a meager living and them trying to convince you the economy has come back, but you're not making any more than you have in 16 years, and you're trying to go through, feed a family of 4, and you push the grocery cart through there, and the same grocery cart, you know, you're the one, and you know and you understand you don't need some big comprehensive plan. Every time they get all these plans and they put a task force and they got a committee, we don't care. We know this. We could carry $100 worth of groceries in 4 bags. And there's a problem with that. And that's where we're at right now. And Donald Trump caught on to that. He knows the mood of the country, and we understand. I'm just saying that right there. But I knew from day one. Now let's go to the next level. The next level. Is it January 21st or January 20th, Inauguration Day? Look it up, Lonnie. It's 21st or 20th, okay? So January 21st or 20th, okay, he will be the guy standing up there addressing the largest, the 22nd or 20th? Why you do that backwards? For me, there you go, that's better. Holy smokes, it's like looking in a mirror. January 20th, Donald J. Trump will be standing up there, and he will be addressing, now I'm going to go somewhere with this. He will be addressing the largest inauguration crowd in the history of the United States of America. Oh, yeah, they made a big deal of Obama 8 years ago, okay? This will be the largest ever in the history of this country, the crowd. And two, the park, they won't have to clean up the park quite the way they did after Obama. Trust me. Anyhow, that's my next prediction. He will be the president of the United States. Now, one quick note, Hillary Clinton's running the ads of little children sitting in front of the TV, okay? And Donald Trump, and they're sitting there, and Donald Trump saying these impressionable things, you know. Yes, he's got little kids sitting in front of the TV, and Donald Trump saying these impressionable things. Because what they want you to believe, that the little kids are not watching Nickelodeon. They say, well, they watch. Well, they're not watching SpongeBob. They're busy watching Donald Trump. And, you know, if they watch Donald Trump, you know, they'll turn out to be what? A billionaire? If they watch Donald Trump, they'll turn out to be what? Have 4 kids? Did you see Tiffany Trump last night? Lonnie, you can play these pictures all you want right now. Tiffany Trump, okay? My sister's a delegate to Pennsylvania. The delegates all have really busy mornings. They stay up late at night, and then it doesn't end till 10:30, and then first thing in the morning at 7 and 7:30, they start having all the politicians go around to all the delegate rooms and having breakfast and stuff like that. So it's hard to get some of these people, but we might have another call this morning of what took place on the floor. Tiffany Trump, if those kids watch a TV, will they learn anything and turn out maybe like Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, Tiffany? I mean, you know what? In the past, Republicans like to trot out that family photo. You know, the family photo. Hey, we're getting ready to go to Sears and get the family photo. So Dad, Mom's got the nice little skirt, pretty little skirt. And then you got Junior, and the little girl, you know, perfect American family, all on the line. Hey, look, Donald Trump's kids are on the stage. We'll go over that in a minute. But Ben Carson knocked it out of the park. It said, we do not want to make a deal with the devil. You know, what did Bobby Boucher say? Mama said, you the devil, right? Is that it, Lonnie?
Foosball's the devil.
Foosball?
Everything's the devil.
Everything's the devil, right?
Yeah.
So Ben Carson gets up there and gives a front-runner speech. Remember, Ben Carson at one time was the front runner in all this group. He was the front runner. Okay? He gets up there and he gives a barn burner. I love staying up watching Ben Carson last night. I absolutely loved it. Keep the pictures rolling. We got Tiffany Trump. My sister's a delegate in Pennsylvania. She's right on the front row. She's grabbing her phone real quick, and she's getting some real close shots. Tiffany Trump there, beautiful young lady. Wonder how long that blue dress will last on the shelf. I will tell you, last night, Melania's dress sold out. They are still concerned, folks. They are still worked up over plagiarism. The hell with the world, the hell with cops' lives, the hell with everything else. Oh, did Melania plagiarize a speech? All right, let me tell you something. The dressmaker can care less if Melania plagiarized a speech, because the white dress sold out that night. Sold out. Wonder how long Tiffany's blue dress will before it'll sell out. That's what we're talking about here. I know we got millions of important things, but I'm telling you, it's the mood of America. Tiffany's dress, how long? Now wait and see. Tomorrow night, now tonight is a different lineup. Tomorrow night, when Ivanka Trump comes out, let me tell you something. America knows that Ivanka Trump has been running this campaign from day one. unconventional. They're all talking this morning. You just can't win like this. You just can't win, making your kids in charge. My God, if you could hire Donald Trump Jr. tomorrow, would you make him in charge of something? You just can't win just with your family. You can't just bring your... Wait till you... Ivanka Trump has run this thing. This guy is running unconventional campaign, as they call it, with no help. That's what I keep hearing, Morning Joe. No help. What the hell? They're billionaires, folks. Blue-blooded billionaires. Donald Trump Jr. goes up there last night and says he can run a dozer, pour concrete, and hang sheetrock with the guys. That's what his dad said he was going to go do. That's exactly right. His kids didn't just live uptown. They were made to go out on the sites and see what was going on, these construction sites, and that's where Donald Trump went. And as a former, and I say former, if the good Lord's willing, I won't do it anymore other than personal things, but formerly in the construction industry, I understand a guy like Trump coming on the job, and they learned right on the job site. He got in contact with the people. Always has. That's what Donald Trump Jr. said. But anyhow, Ivanka will come out, and this speech will end it for Hillary Clinton. I know what you're saying. Donald Trump's speech. No. Ivanka's speech will end it for Hillary Clinton. Because let me tell you something. There's going to be absolutely 3 elegant, beautiful, successful. Now, the young lady last night just graduated college. But there's going to be 3 beautiful, elegant, successful women that will be giving speeches, okay? And did you notice the women are not giving speeches on how easy it is to get their birth control? There's no Sandra Fluck on the stage, right? Okay, the poor kid from college, Tiffany Trump didn't go up there last night and say, when I couldn't get my birth control in college, my daddy paid for it. No, that didn't happen. These are quality kids. Quality kids. 3 elegant, beautiful women from the Trump family are going to speak this week, and it's going to be pretty hard. How about the lady, the general manager of the winery in Virginia? It's going to be pretty hard to fight that Donald Trump will not put successful women or have them in positions of power. That's going to be hard to fight. Ivanka's Trump's, I tell you what, if the Republican Party, this will be the first time in history that the Republican Party will actually have 3 speakers that their dresses sell out for the designer. Ivanka's going to be a knockout. This lady's going to come out. She has beautiful children. Donald Jr. has 5 kids. Beautiful, lovely wife out there in the audience. Real people. Blue-blooded billionaires. I know you don't believe it, right? All right? They are blue-collar billionaires. I keep saying blue-collar billionaires. Blue-collar billionaires, getting a little worked up. I loved it last night. Trump's the nominee. Donald Trump Jr. put him over the top. Who got to nominate him? Alabama. Alabama, you better get ready, because I tell you what, you received Donald Trump about as well. That 30,000 you had down there at that rally all the time. Jeff Sessions, first guy. Donald Trump, he rewards, and I say rewards, loyalty. And Jeff Sessions is the first man I can remember in an elected position that stood on a stage and put that red hat on right down here in Alabama. Okay, I think it was Huntsville. I don't know where it was at. But anyhow, Alabama, you got a lot to look forward to, because this guy, Donald Trump, loves Alabama. Now, Sessions got to nominate him. Donald Jr. got to bring him over the top. Here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing, okay? Republican Party last night is trying to figure out what to do. Now, they're on board. The party is great. There's some dissension in the halls, because when you're trying to, when you're taking a Z-Pack and you're trying to kill an infection, there's a reason why you got to take it for 7 days. I know what you're saying, but the establishment's like a bad infection you got to take a Z-Pack for. Okay, they're trying to fight things through the halls now a little bit with Republicans, but the Republican Party, folks, for all you call Donald Trump not a conservative, every convention a star is born. every single convention, okay? And then these speakers go to the convention, and the establishment tries to create the next star for their party. Now listen to me real close, because Barack Obama was the star. Absolutely. He was the star of the John Kerry convention. He came out, gave the keynote speech. He was the star of that convention, Barack Obama. When a party has a convention, it is to cover several things. And one of the things that it's to cover is to create the next star of the party, and a star comes out of every convention. So they work hard on that. Donald Trump Jr. hit a home run last night. They're saying this morning a star has been born out of the Republican convention, and here's things I'm hearing already is he is a conservative, much more conservative than his dad. Folks, Donald Trump Jr. hit it out of the park. Way to go. If we have a delegate call in, Lonnie, just take it and go with it. If that happens, I know a lot of them had an exciting night last night. Donald Trump Jr., a star is born. Tiffany Trump did an outstanding job. Lovely young lady, lives down here in Georgia, folks. And Ben Carson, do not vote for the devil. Do not vote for the devil. Ben Carson came out and went right after it. Right after it, straight up. Now, one thing I want you to know, for those of you, we will give you a list. I will work on a list. I've been watching every night. You can tell the difference. Now, Mitch McConnell did a good job coming out and saying Donald Trump. They're coming out and doing an outstanding job saying Donald Trump. They are. We're not worried about who didn't show up. We don't care. We don't care John Kasich's not there. We do not care what senator's not there. This is going great, this convention. Now, you're actually seeing the speakers come to the stage. You can tell the difference. The ones that will be in his administration. Ben Carson, you could tell last night, will be in his administration. Okay? You could tell the speakers that are coming to the podium, Jeff Sessions, that will be in his administration. Tonight, don't think there was any hurt feelings. Newt Gingrich still the consigliere, okay? This week he has to back down. It has to be about Donald Trump. Newt Gingrich will go. Ben Carson will go. Jeff Sessions will go. They will go on the TV talk show circuit. They will go out there. They're ready to attack. Now tonight, Newt Gingrich will give a barn burner. A barn burner. Okay? And Ivanka Trump will bring all of America in to the Republican Party. Now watch and see tomorrow night. But tonight, Newt Gingrich will give a barn burner. Don't make a deal with the devil. That's what Ben Carson, Saul Alinsky. Ben Carson went for it. This is the guy that Saturday Night Live does the funny skits with his eyes half open because he can barely get his words out, okay? But this guy last night comes to the podium and they let loose. You notice Rudy Giuliani let loose. Ben Carson, he is on fire. They let loose. Watch what happens with Newt. There's going to be some others we talk about. Okay? What about Christie last night? Chris Christie prosecuted Hillary Clinton, did an outstanding job. Outstanding job prosecuting Hillary Clinton. He's in the administration, you can tell that. The leftist media are upset with lock her up. Do you realize media out there, when 60-some%, it's in the 60s, that are polled, think Hillary Clinton should have been indicted? Guess what? America realized indicted means the possibility of getting locked up. Some media was on there this morning saying, well, they went from enthusiastic to nasty. Nasty. They went from enthusiastic to nasty. That's what they said last night, okay? Some of them did. Folks, if over 60-some% agree that Hillary Clinton should have been indicted, and that Comey and them, there's something wrong in corruption, guess what? They're smart enough to realize you could get locked up. Okay? I'm just telling you, they're smart enough to realize that. So the delegates are up there saying, lock her up, lock her up. Okay, lock her up. Christie trying to get done. Every indictment he puts down, lock her up. Well, yeah, I don't think it got nasty. Lock her up. That's my opinion this morning. Let's lock up Hillary Clinton. We've seen all the jokes, and we know all the people that we say, hey, Hillary should go to jail. That's what a lot of people say. Hillary should go to jail. Lock her up. Okay, it was a great convention last night. I got to go to my first break at George. We'll be in here at 9. We'll break it down. What's going on with Fox News? Roger Ailes, Megyn Kelly, Gretchen Carlson. What's going on there? What is behind? Now, I don't know. I'd like to know from you. Our number is 706-889-9700. But what is behind what's happening at Fox News right now? I think it's interesting that at the current time, right during the convention and right building up to the convention, okay, I think it's current time, an interesting time for these ladies to be claiming sexual harassment right now by a powerful CEO. Interesting. Just put that in your mind. Think about the timing right now during the Republican convention. Donald Trump, women, CEOs, power. Just think about it, okay? Now, Megyn Kelly, I haven't looked at it, but I understand. I just seen a headline that said Megyn Kelly sticks the knife in Ailes' back and twists it or whatever, okay? Roger Ailes is the one that took her defense against Donald Trump, okay? So he had her back then. Let me see about some of my notes. So I want to know if you know. 706-889-9700. Text us here. Let us see what you got here. Text us 706-889-9700. Or also send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com. That's chief@fetchernews.com. What's going on with that? Now, let me make sure I haven't left anything out from my this morning Republican convention. Ben Carson went to Saul Alinsky, which referred to the devil, which says don't vote for the devil. All the left are all messed up. Went from enthusiastic to nasty. Christie prosecuted Hillary, got her, lock her up. Okay, I'm going to tell you one that folks, at the end of the show, you're going to want to stay for my last minutes today on the show. I got a little thing I'm going to wrap up with. Blue-collar billionaire, absolutely, the guy understands. He understands the mood of the country. And that is something they're talking about this morning. Donald Trump understands the mood of the country. And Donald Trump Jr. put his dad over the top, the great state of New York, yesterday in the nomination. He did a great job last night, Donald Trump Jr. He's no longer the presumptive nominee, folks. He is the nominee for the Republican Party. Donald Trump, never a commissioner, never a mayor, senator, or representative running for president of the United States. And hey, you know what? What an achievement, all right? It's like some folks were saying on some of the media groups this morning, whether you like the guy or not, an achievement like this, as monumental, you just can't say, wow, it's a way to go. All right, now let's move on. I got a couple minutes for my break. We've all been talking about it in the media. The media's been talking about it. We had a hearing down here Monday at 3 o'clock in Pickens County. Judge Weingarten, he came up to Pickens County and he dismissed the charges against Fan and Focus publisher Mark Tomlinson and attorney Russell Stuckey. He dismissed those charges, and that was Monday. There's been a lot of talk surrounding that, but we will have an exclusive tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., folks. We'll put it on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, or find us FetcherNews.com on Facebook, or also follow us on Twitter at FetcherNews, hashtag GMFTO at FetcherNews. But tomorrow morning we will have an exclusive interview right here in the chair with Chief Superior Court Justice from the Appalachian Judicial District, Brenda Weaver. Judge Weaver will be joining us tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We will ask her about the checks. We will ask her about cashing the checks. We will ask her about the case, and also we'll allow you to get to know Judge Weaver. Many of you may not, but we're going to talk to her tomorrow about this at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning right here. So gives you a whole day to tell your friends. We'll have it on Facebook. Also, I got my good friend Carlene Ferguson coming in. Is the door unlocked?
Yes.
All right. I got my good friend Carlene Ferguson coming in. She's my health and fitness coach with Avocare. Avocare. I'm drinking my Spark. It's in my Amico transmission cup. I got my Spark here. But she's going to be coming in, and she's going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to her, Alzheimer's. She's going to be talking about that this morning, something she's participating in. So we're going to have some time with her. We're trying to get delegates to call in. And folks, I'll say it now. We're going to do some work on this. I'm going to put the video up. I was thinking of the words driving in, you know, because I don't like to really jump out with big words unless it's warranted, okay? Unless the situation calls for it. Blue Ridge City Council has made a disaster out of planning and zoning. A disaster out of it. Okay, absolutely. Ada Street LLC going for their zoning change again last night, an hour and a half, folks. One subject. It's a disaster. It's political. It's personal. We got the video. It's a disaster. You have people on there that don't even know what constitutional challenge means. You have people on there that don't even know what book they're getting their C1 or C2 zoning or CBD zoning out of rules. Disaster. I'm sorry. I'll go into that more later. It's a mess. Much like the park. That would be real news if you're out there watching. That would be actually real news that we bring you here. Don't forget at 10 o'clock, the Scott Farrell Show. You don't want to miss Scott Farrell. It's a great show. Lottie, does he have, do you have one of his guests that, what's that guy that's going to be on today? I mean, this guy's getting some guests. I mean, I'm looking bad. I'm going to have to get some stars on the show, Lonnie. You're going to have to start talking more on the mic. Because this guy, huh?
I just chuckled.
Do what?
I just chuckled.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have to be the star of the show, Lonnie. You're going to have to come on and help me out here. Scott's getting these guests from all over the United States. And I thought I seen one on the list for today that he's talking to. But anyhow, the Scott Farrell Show every morning at 10 o'clock. When we come back, we'll tell you some of the guests he's having at 10 o'clock. And I don't know what else. What else am I supposed to say? I don't know. I got a long list. Folks, if you'd like to be a sponsor or an advertiser here at FetcherNews.com, if you would like to get your sponsorship on the show, if you'd like to get your ad on FetcherNews.com, if you'd like for us to produce a commercial for you and get it on our show, let us know. We can produce a commercial. If you have a pre-produced commercial, we can do that. But get in touch with us here, chief at FetcherNews.com or 706-889-9700. We'd like to thank Day Chevrolet, located on 515 in Jasper. Also, Circuit World, promotional code FetcherNews.com. The shops of Sycamore Crossing. We will be up there Friday. We're going to be talking about a convention wrap-up. We have our Dr. Whaley, Ask Dr. Whaley. If you have some questions for Dr. Whaley, you can send them to me, chief at FetcherNews.com or 706-889-9700. Text it. We have Dr. Whaley every Friday morning at 8:15, and that's at the shops of Sycamore Crossing at the downtown Blue Ridge. L&L Beanery, your downtown Blue Ridge coffee shop. There's free Wi-Fi there. Salon 84 Hair in Color, West Church Street in Jasper. Make your appointment today, 706-253-9876. Clock Tower Gifts and Boutique, located in Jasper. Schottenkirk Ford, southbound side of 515 there in Jasper. Schottenkirk Ford. They want to invite you to come down and meet their management and sales team. They have plenty of Ford cars and trucks to choose from. And 1907 Restaurant, located off the square here in River Street, under new management, new ownership there. The 1907 Restaurant, located off the square there on River Street. Great place to stop and have lunch. North Georgia Diamond. North Georgia Diamond is located in the East LJ Walmart Shopping Center. Promotional code fetchyournews.com. LJ Fitness, 379 River Street, LJ, Georgia. 706-636-2348. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back after these brief messages. Carlene Ferguson will be joining me. Lonnie, take us a break.